Hello, it's Jacqueline, and I'm back. Yes, I was on a little bit of a trip, but I certainly did miss all of you. And I am live in my kitchen today. I am super excited to introduce you to something that showed up at my doorstep. Hey, Linda. This is our brand new boxes for our Good Food Real Fast. And I'm shopping the flyers now. I'm trying to find ways to save you a ton of money and have great food in your homes. And so I was looking at the flyer and realized almost everything that I need to make Greek was on sale. So stay tuned. That's going to be coming out to you in an email. But what I'm going to be focusing on in this collection, don't you love the box? I love the color. There is recipe cards. Love this. Think about gift giving. And this Greek one, for example, has a donair seasoning in it. It has the Souvlaki seasoning in it, which is what I'm making today. It's got the lemon dilly dip and our Greek salad dressing. So what am I going to make exactly? Well, I'm actually going to just use one of the recipes that's right in the collection. I've already done the TV version, so I know it tastes absolutely amazing. Linda, have you made our souvlaki yet? Just wait and see if you've replied. So the recipe that I'm making today is a souvlaki sheet pan dinner. A little bit of history on this. I'm from Calgary, and there was a contest in the Calgary Herald, which is, the big newspaper at the time, and it talked about submitting a recipe, and it was made by them and a taste test. And believe it or not, I'm going to have to dig it up, but the woman that sent in our recipe for our chicken souvlaki actually won the prize. So trust me, the souvlaki seasoning is amazing. Now, just to give you an idea, what's in the package? Well, you don't have to recreate anything. Hey, Catherine, um, this package has 8 different spices. Okay, simple math. If you go down the spice aisle and you're trying to reinvent this and you buy 8 spices, is it going to be more than $4? Probably yes. Now, I know you're going to have spice jars that are in your cupboard, but they sit there forever. Tell me I'm wrong. How many of you have spices that you've used half a teaspoon and now it's sitting in your cupboard, just sitting there? Does it sound familiar? Yeah, this is why you love Epicure. We're the best things at sliced bread. So let's get started. I'm going to give you some fun food facts about what am I going to get? Fun food facts about yogurt today. But let's get started in making this meal. I've just got the oven going. Set it for 450 degrees. Hey, Sarah, nice to see you. So this is our nesting bowls. You may have seen these already. I love these. To me, they're just sexy. I love the ergonomic handle. They're melamine. I did have someone, hey, Audrey, did have someone ask me, can you put these in the oven? Because I said, don't microwave them. Melamine is not meant for the microwave. It will heat up like a hot chili pepper. Got it? And the answer is no, you don't put them in the oven either. These are mixing bowls, okay? Nesting mixing bowls, okay? So now you know. What we're going to do is we are going to, in our mixing bowl, I've got chicken thighs. Chicken thighs were on sale this week. I actually went grocery shopping. Believe it or not, I saved over $24 and change shopping the flyer. You guys are going to just love me because I'm going to give you so many great tips. Peppers were on sale. You know, if you watch my cooking classes, I always have peppers in the house. So peppers were on sale. I should show you how I cut these because I want to make sure you're not throwing any of your peppers away. You probably have seen me where I chop off the top, and it's quite close because now, look at this. I can just break this off. There is no waste. You are getting every single bit. So we're going to chop this. Of course, I've washed it. Bite-sized pieces, and I'm going to throw this in my mixing bowl. Now, of course, this side, we've got, right, our seeds. So how easy is that? Just pop that out. You might have a few seeds in the middle. I just tip it out like this. I tap it on the counter. The last of the seeds has popped out. And now I can just slice this into bite-sized pieces. And again, I'm getting all the flavor. I'm getting my money's worth. So we're going to drop this in. So the other thing that I'm going to be using, because I've got roughly a half a pound of chicken in there, chicken thighs, but to add some extra protein, what we're going to do is we're going to add in some chickpeas today. So chickpeas are good for you. Got one seed stuck in there. Let's take that out. I don't care to have seeds. And of course, we're going to flavor this. The other thing that was on sale at the grocery store, so here's my chickpeas, drained and rinsed. Just dump those in. And cherry tomatoes on the vine were on sale. So you can put these in whole. Normally you usually, and I almost did it now, normally I would chop these when I'm putting them in the salad because there's nothing worse. Tell me, have you ever bit into a cherry tomato and it shoots, of course, on the white shirt that you wore? So we don't need to do this because when we put this in the oven, these are just going to sort of pop anyway. We don't need to spend our extra time doing that. Now I had a bowl here. So in the bowl, in the chicken souvlaki, I'm going to use half a package. So that's all you need. So this package is going to make 2 meals for you following this recipe. So you've got other meals, so you can make, I don't know, your kebabs or whatever you want to do. I'm going to use my 4-in-1 spoon, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And on that note, let's talk quickly about balsamic vinegar. Not all balsamic vinegars are created equally. In fact, a lot of balsamic vinegars out there are imposter balsamics. They're actually red wine vinegar, and they put molasses in it, so it tastes similar, but it doesn't have one bit of balsamic vinegar. Authentic balsamic vinegar, just so you know, comes in a very specific packaging. You would never see it come in a package like this. If you buy balsamic vinegar and it looks like this, it may have balsamic, the one I'm using does have balsamic vinegar in, but it doesn't have to have a high quantity. So Linda, you asked, do you use the whole can of chickens? I think you meant to say chickpeas. I would use the whole can. I've done the TV version, so I'm doing half the version right now, Linda. So yes, the answer is yeah. Okay, so I've basically got this going. I'm just going to grab a little spatula here. We're just going to mix this up. Now, if you're reading the instructions, and I always giggle when I'm reading instructions, because this instruction actually said, you know me, I never follow instructions. Hey, Lori, nice to see you. It actually says, in a bowl, whisk together seasoning, vinegar, and oil. So you saw me do that. And then it says, rinse your chickpeas, place them on a sheet pan with your chicken and tomatoes and green beans. I don't have green beans. They weren't on sale at the store, but peppers were. So just so you know, Epicure's products are very versatile. You just need some sort of veggies in there. Peppers it is, okay? It then says, once you put that on, drizzle this seasoning over top. And then toss it on your baking sheet. Yeah, no breaking the rules. Why would I do that when I can just simply do this? Are you with me? I mean, I just think when I'm flipping and tossing things on my baking sheet, it's just creating a big mess because I may not get all the splatter inside my baking liner, right? And then I have to clean my pan. And I do not want to spend an extra iota of any time wasted. So I'm just doing this, tossing it here, making sure I get flavor all over. I've got one bowl. Okay, and now, as I mentioned, I've got the oven at 450 degrees. This is going to cook for 15 minutes. Make sure when you do this, double check your chicken. You know, just because I'm saying it'll be done in 15 minutes, maybe it's not quite done. Every oven temperature is a little off. It may be hotter or cooler. So you do want to make sure that your internal temperature of your chicken is cooked. That's 165 to 170 degrees. You'll know because I've got the TV version here already done. So we're just going to spread this around a little bit, flatten things out. Now remember, I'm only cooking half the recipe. Half the recipe. The actual recipe that I'll post that is actually on this is double the size, right? Because I'm going to grab the TV version while I pop this in. This is how much this recipe is making. Is that not crazy? Okay, so let me throw this in the oven. Let me set the timer. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Okay, so TV version is done. So let me show you how great this is. Now, once this is done, so we've got our chicken thighs done, and you could use chicken breasts. Chicken thighs are on sale. The maximum temperature in the silicone. If it's covered, Linda, it's 450 degrees. So don't worry. Don't put it under the broiler, though. Broiler is not going to work, okay? I cooked this. Can you see? This is not damaged. So as long as it's covered, putting a cookie sheet in there with cookies on it might be a little bit more problematic, but no, it's good. 450 degrees. But great question. Okay, so when you're serving this, you may want to serve it with our tzatziki because you did notice, and I've already made this because I've got a group of ladies coming today for a little party. In fact, I'm going to pull out what I'm making for tonight. Like I said, everything I buy on sale. So this is the tzatziki that I made. And of course, to make our tzatziki, all you need to do is get yogurt. Now, oh my gosh, when you go to the grocery store, do you not see like a million different types of yogurts? Hang on, I see a question. Kelly, what is on the chicken? I got here late. Good. Souvlaki seasoning with a little bit of balsamic vinegar and a little bit of olive oil and the seasoning pack, okay, but not the full pack. I'll have the instructions in there. Okay, so yeah, toss it and bake it in the oven. All right, so if you wanted to serve this, and of course, if you've got chicken breasts or chicken thighs or whatever, because there's less fat in it, you may want to have a little bit of extra moisture. So to make our tzatziki, all you need to do is go buy yogurt. And with all the different varieties, I thought I'd give you some fun food facts about yogurt. Regular yogurt, Greek yogurt, what do we use? Well, we're making a Greek meal, so that should be a good indicator. Greek yogurt. What is the difference? Well, surprisingly enough, both of those yogurts have exactly the same ingredients, but they're made different, okay? So to make the Greek yogurt is the one that's thicker, and it usually has higher protein. And in fact, when I was at the grocery store, I'm just going to grab my little container. When I went to the grocery store this week, the protein, now they're promoting, can you read this? I guess you can't if it's French. There you go. High protein, 19 grams of protein in this one. So this is a Greek yogurt, and Greek yogurts are better for you for dips and sauces and maybe baking. All right. So regular yogurt usually has less calories, but it also doesn't have as much protein. And it usually has higher sugar. Surprise, surprise. So anyway, to make this yogurt, you put yogurt, grated cucumbers, and our lemon dilly dip, which of course is in, let me grab this collection here, which is of course in this collection, the Greek collection, right? And I like adding extra garlic and a little bit of salt and pepper. So if you're adding garlic, the garlic that I like making this with is our minced garlic. So that is the garlic that's already ground. Let me see if I can find it quickly in my drawer. This is the garlic that I put in for my tzatziki. So the equivalent of a half a teaspoon of this is equivalent to 1 clove of garlic. So I would put that in there, and then I just mix it up. And now I can serve it. So folks, that is today's cooking class. As I mentioned, this is a recipe directly on, I threw the recipe across the table, isn't that fun? This is the recipe for a souvlaki sheet pan dinner. It actually says, to balance your plate with this, because remember, everything Epicure offers you is good food real fast, so it's healthy for you. It says bake it for 15 minutes or until it's cooked through, and the beans or the peppers, right, are tender crisp, and some of the tomatoes have burst. You're going to serve it with a small pita and 2 tablespoons of lemon dilly dip or tzatziki, as I have here. And that meal for you divided into 4 servings is equivalent of $3.60 per serving Canadian, or $2.88 American per serving. It takes a top start to finish, because it's 3:16 right now. It takes 20 minutes to basically make. There's 300 calories in here, and it's jam-packed with protein. So this is how you cook to be healthy. This is how you cook to save yourself a ton of time in your kitchen. And yes, Kelly, it is a bargain. So I'm sort of on this mission right now to let people know cooking isn't hard if you use Epicure. Don't go down the spice aisle, Don't go down the spice aisle and buy 8 different seasonings to make this when Epicure's already done the magic for you in the package. Check out our meal solutions. They are game changers in your kitchen. You're going to want to have this for the summer so you can enjoy the great outdoors, feed your family healthy, and I don't know, just take the stress out of your life. So thank you everyone for popping in. I'm so glad I'm back in person. Come back next week. I'm going to be changing my kitchen. Yeah, I'm actually going on a little trip back to the house in Calgary, but I'm going to be at probably a different home. So I'm going to come up with some ideas. If you have any products right now in your kitchen that you're not using that you purchased and you're wanting me to come up with a recipe for it, please just send me a message. Let me know what product you would like me to make, because I'll come up with some amazing recipe. Remember, I've been doing this for 27 years and I love my job. So anyway, take care everyone. Thanks so much for watching. It's so nice to be back with you, and we will see you again next Thursday, 3 o'clock. Bye for now.